There's only one. There's only one. And normally we're living in two. We're so used to live in two, like I am here and I have a relation with other people, there are relations with circumstances. Circumstances are happening to me, so that's two. There are my feelings and me, they're happening to me. It's my feelings also. There are a lot of things going on, and when there's me and the whole story of me and my life and what's going on in my life and circumstances and relations and work and money, feelings, it seems that it's all happening to you. And that's a bit, there's something going on in when there's me going on and it's my life and how it's going, and there's something unsatisfying in my life. So there's a certain drive to do something about it, to make it more comfortable, to make it more happy. It always is, there's something going on. It's not enough. It's not satisfying. I'm not enough. I'm not good enough. I'm not worth it. Or, there are a lot of things going on about not right or being not enough. And that's so the normal way. We're so used to be in that yeah, circumstances and feelings. But in a way, there's and being unsatisfied and are looking for something else. And that can be also in earning more money, so it seems I'm more free, or there can be in therapy, so I'm feeling more relaxed and happy. But in the end, there's still something going on. It's endless. It can be a lot of working on yourself or working hard to earn money or all that power. And then maybe there's a looking for something out of the story. And then there's coming to this meetings about non-duality. And there's hearing, oh, there's no me. And then suddenly there's thinking and hearing of, whoa, when there's no me, there are no problems anymore and it's free and all that. So then there's a new goal. There can be a new goal about not wanting to lose the me, wanting to be enlightened or all that. So when there's me going on in the story, there's always a goal, a purpose, an agenda to go somewhere and to maybe sometime, maybe it will be more clear, maybe there will something going on, and then suddenly it's the me is gone or something like that. So there's always a hope for something to happen, so then it will be all right. That's the story of me. That's the story of me. And then there's hearing, or maybe not hearing, there is already no me. So there's nothing happening. There's nowhere to go. There's nothing, you can't do anything with what's going on here in these meetings. You don't need to do anything in these meetings because it's already complete. That's the freedom. That's also the joy that there's nothing missing. There's nothing missing. It's already complete as it is. But when there's that story and everything is going, but there's on top of that, there's a looking at yourself and busy with what's going on and trying to deal with that and being not satisfied and that. You can't hear that there's nothing missing because it doesn't feel like that. It feels like there's something missing. There's something not right yet, and trying to look at how people do or compare with what's going on over here and over there. Because there seems to be something not right yet. And hearing then, this is already complete, it feels like, yeah, but I don't want this. This is not enough. It doesn't feel free. It doesn't feel happy. It doesn't feel what you think it would be. And that's the misunderstanding. It isn't about feeling a certain way. This isn't about talking about a state of freedom or happiness. It's everything. It's everything. And that's already the case. that's already going on. And it's not happening to anyone. There is no one. So it's only, there can be feelings, there can be emotions, there can be circumstances or streets and bodies or tables. But nothing is happening to anyone. It's empty. There's no one inside. There are only bodies that can be seeing bodies. And that's it. There's nothing inside. Everything is empty. It's what it is, and that's it. There's no meaning. Life doesn't have any meaning. And that's also when we are living our life and thinking about things and doing things. This is important. This is not important. Should take care of myself, and this is health or good behavior. And it's always thinking about that. And there's a subtle, can be very subtle feeling like feels better than that and all that. This isn't about anything. It's not about this is better than that. It doesn't matter what it is. It's everything. So this is also not a meeting about making your life work or feeling more comfortable or nice. It's what it is. That's the only thing that's being said. It's what it is, and it's not for someone. It's not even saying that an advice to say that to yourself, because there's no one. You can't do anything with what's being said here. You can grasp it and trying to do something with it, but that's something else, because that what's happening is already complete. Is already this. So it doesn't matter what it is. It can be watching television or going to the toilet or sitting on the couch and seeing walls. It's walls. That's it. Sitting. It's very simple and very ordinary. And it's the only thing there is. There can be thoughts. Then that energy is there. It doesn't matter what it is. It's everything already. So there's no need to look for anything. And when there's trying to find out, then that's trying to find out that energy. It's what it is. Nothing is wrong. Nothing is right either. And it's not about saying that to yourself, because there's no yourself. There's no us. There's no we. There's no you. There's what's happening, what's apparently happening. Nothing is real either. Nothing is real. Everything is an appearance. It's energy going. And there are no distances. It's energy like that, but no one in it. It's going nowhere. It is. It's like that, and that's it. It has nothing to say. It doesn't have any meaning. It's just like that, and then that, and that. So there's also no time, because that's a construct of the story of me and being in the story and being people, being able to abstract what's going on and seeing like, oh, there's a before and there's after. There's no before and there's also no after. There's this, apparently this, that's it. It doesn't need to see it. Some people can talk about this and trying to help to understand this, or they say, I've seen everything. It's not about seeing this. It's not about understanding this. Doesn't need to. It's a cup of tea. What's there to understand? It's that simple. There's nowhere to go. It's already that. The moving of a hand, yeah? What is understanding? There can be people talking about very beautifully about what's going on. It can be there. It doesn't matter. It's not wrong. Nothing is wrong. There's a lot of complication about that simpleness of life. It's a flower. It's a table. It's an emotion. It's that energy for no one. It's just that. And it comes there, and then it's that. And it's complete. It's full on. But full on doesn't mean it's like that. It can be it's everything. So there's no rules about how it should be. We are very clever in how it should be and how I should be, and it would be better if you were talking like that, or the world should be like this and all that. We are very there's a lot of writing and thinking about that. It's what it is, and it's not real. It's an appearance of energies, and that's it. It's going nowhere. It is, and it doesn't mean anything. It's energy in a certain way. That's it. That's the freedom, that there's no meaning, that it's what it is already. And there's no need for anything. There's no homework. That's amazing, because it's already that, the way the face is looking, or maybe there's some behavior or tables. Doesn't mean it's nice. It's what it is. Not even saying that to yourself. You can do that, but that's a new concept, a new way of living than trying to deal with what's going on. Confirming that there's me. There's already no me. You don't need to see that. You don't need to believe that. Even that, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Nothing matters. That's amazing, because when we are living our lives and being in the story and work and money and all that, everything seems very important and seems to matter. Because we're thinking it's happening, all is happening to me, and I have to make it. I have to make it right. I have to make my life work. I have to choose. And then there's this saying, no, but there's no one. There's no one. And nothing is real. So there's nothing happening. There's sitting. Yeah, that's it. It's going nowhere. It's very simple. It's already going by itself. There's no need for decisions or all that, because there's no one. There is already no one. That's it. And we can talk about that, and we can talk about the stories. We can also talk in stories when there's questions about stories or something like that. Okay, so when you want to unmute yourself and say something, you can do that, or say nothing, can also be there. Oh, and I hear a door. I already know what's going on. I forgot. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I hear a door, and then, oh, yeah, there's a residential. I forgot to say. There will be a residential. There are a lot of bookings, so we have decided that we have some extra rooms now. So there's still some places if people want to come in the end of it's from 25 till 29 September. So if you are interested, you can see all the details on the website. And this is the last meeting, the last Friday. And tomorrow there will be another meeting, and then there will be a summer break. So I'm starting again in September. Yeah. So, okay. Hmm. There's a chat. So there's no value in a better story. Now, when there's me, there seems to be a value in a better story because that feels more comfortable, or but it's temporarily. So there's always be for a while, and then after that there will be a change, it's changing, and then after a while it's something else. It's endless. There's always something, and then we try to reach that, and then finally maybe it's going like that, and then after a while it's like still there's some dissatisfaction and trying to make some, and then there seems to be, oh, but this is also something, maybe I can do that. So there's always a goal or something going on like that, because there's underneath it's, there's subtle, or sometimes it's stronger, some feeling of dissatisfaction, or like the Stones. I get no satisfaction. It's that going on. It's like that, and there's something underneath. This is not right or complete. It's not even in words, but there can be a feeling, and then there's always it going, and then for a while it's like okay, and then it's going again. It's endless. It also always feels like there's something missing, or something else can be different. But there's no value and meaning in anything when there's no me. Only when there's me, there seems to be really important, like, because everything seems to happen to me, then things are important because that makes me feel more comfortable, or that maybe make me feel more healthy, or maybe that. It's always trying to find out what's working for me. So then it's important or has a value. When there's no me, there's no value. No, it's what it is. Mm. We're always thinking that because of this is happening, because I did that, I'm feeling now comfortable, or because I did that, oh, I'm feeling awful, or it is always a relation to what's going on and how I feel. There are no relations. That's amazing. We're so into time, and when this happening, or when I did that, that's because of that, or all that. There's no because. Only in the story, of course. There's no because, there's no time. So there's nothing because of something, or because of you. There's no you. There's also, yeah, in all bodies, there's no one. So there's nowhere. It's nowhere already. So there can be a circumstance, but it has nothing to do with a feeling. A feeling can happen, but it's happening in space. It's not in the body. When there's feeling, I'm here and I'm living my life, and it's so convincing that everything is happening in the body and to me, and my feelings. Feelings are happening in space. The body is also not real and solid, but so convincing that it is. It's crazy to hear the body isn't real. What is that? Feelings are happening in space. Huh? Can be so new to hear that. Doesn't mean you have to believe that. It doesn't matter. There's another chat. And the I wants to protect itself. Yeah, it's a survival mechanism. So it's trying to survive. And to protect and to live, to stay alive. So it seems very important. So everything becomes important to stay alive, because there can be also a feeling like when I'm not there, maybe everything goes wrong. That feeling of control, that when I'm not doing that, everything is going wrong. Maybe, whoa, that's a fear can be there. And then hearing, oh, it's not important. It's already not there. There's already no control. But it doesn't feel like that, because that it can be so strong that it's really important to do the right thing. There's no one.
Hello, Roes.
Hello. Hi.
Hello. Um, I feel it when there's an emotion that it's in space. It's an energy, but if I I feel it, it's in space, then it's two. It's not one, because I sense it. I feel it. It's in the space. It's an energy. I feel it, but it's two. Then, if I realize that.
When there's a realization, then there's two. But when there's a feeling, then that's
Okay.
feeling is it's not felt by anyone. It's a feeling.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Yes, I understand.
Mm.
Thank you.
Yeah. Mm.
Yeah.
It's very subtle. It's normal that we're thinking, oh, I'm feeling that, and there's only feeling. There's not much difference in that. We think, oh, there will be a huge difference. No,
No.
I can't even tell how it is, but it's ah ah like that.
Yeah. Yes,
Yeah.
that's yeah. Yeah.
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. There's a message. So just like in a dream, even Rose isn't separate from this character. It's already all the same, happening nowhere really. In other words, the message is already this with no source. There's no source. There's also no Rose. Thinking there's a character, it's in the story. We can talk in the story and thinking like, oh, Rose is like that and a bit like that. But it's just a story, the story of Rose, but it's not real. There's no Rose. There's that face and they can be talking, but it's not Rose talking. But it's not here. It's not only here like that. It's everywhere like that. And on top of that, there can be a belief. I am doing that. I'm real and I'm here and this is my character and this is solid and I'm like that. That belief can be very strong and then embodied. That's where we're talking about. And that's me. That's that whole construct of identity and I'm there. It's not real. It's not, it's can be in it's not all day it's like that. There can be moments. There are a lot of moments on the day during the day. It's not even there, but it's not noticed. So then there's nothing going on and just walking on that. And then suddenly the whole maybe thinking comes back and then thinking about a story and then the whole me is in that sense. You could say me is back, but it's not real. It's not a real me, but it's talking like that, explaining it in the story, like there's some survival mechanism going on, like I'm really here and I'm constant. And then there's hearing, oh, nothing is constant. There's no Roes, let's say, no Roes. But so what? It's not really a big deal. It's not a big deal. That's amazing because it seems like, oh my God, I would like to do that, to have the same thing or something like that. It's already like that. That's the amazing thing that's we're talking about. The only thing there is extra is that belief or that being busy with what's going on all day. Is this now what's going on? Is this the right thing? Oh, should I not know? Oh, finally, is this me? Oh, I have still that me going on. I feel it in the body. All that. That's me. Well, oh, that's so convincing. And when that's going on and it's so embodied, then there's not even thinking about something else. So you're so in that. It's like a prison, but you can't get out of it. Of course, it's that strong. It's that convincing. Sometimes it can happen that it's not that convincing anymore. So it's getting it's being in the story, but not that strong, or maybe not that convincing. That's the loss where we're talking about. This is about loss. It's not about seeing, or it's not about understanding. It's a loss. And that's the difficult word. That's what we don't want, because we want to gain. We want to lose the me. We have a goal, or we want no problems anymore, something like that. But this is about no escape. So that survival mechanism is about trying to not feel pain and feeling more comfortable or happy. When that's lost, then that the trying to feel no pain is gone. So when there's pain full on, or emotions, or what, there's no escape. That's lost. That whole survival mechanism, or trying to make something else of it, is lost. But it's no big deal. But there can be a fear of that, and a longing, of course. And there's no source. That's abstracting what's going on. There's drinking water. That's it. And it's also the loss of the idea that you finally will get it. You will never get it. Hmm. Thank you. Yes, I'm saying just like in a dream, it's all just not real. Yeah. Other than no dreamer, are there distinctions between dreaming and this? No, it's also when there's a story, it's a dream. That's the same. But we think it's real. It's the same. And when you're dreaming in the night, you also think it's real most of the time. Sometimes some people know they're dreaming, maybe, but it doesn't matter. It's also a dream. It seems like we're living in time in a story. It's a dream. Yeah, it's the same. We were talking about in another meeting, like when there's no time, then sometimes when there's yesterday, you think like, oh my God, it seems like it didn't happen. We say that to each other. Oh, it seems like that. So it feels like, oh, it's not even happening. I can't even say it's really happening. No, it didn't really happen. But that's too much because we say that, but we won't believe that because for us, for that me in the story, it's very important that everything stays real because that feels a bit more safe and maybe we can control it and all that. So when there's no time and no yesterday and it didn't happen, oh my God, what's there to hold on? Yeah, nothing. That's the freedom. It's a misunderstanding that there's something wrong or something right. But it goes with so many beliefs and concepts, it's not even noticed. So it seems there's something going on that can be so strong and so embodied, and that it's a misunderstanding. Wow, it's so embodied and so real. It seems so real and convincing and true. That it's already everything. It's the way the looking, the face is looking, everything. It's going. It's already that. Well, it's not for anyone. There's no one inside. So there's a body moving. Yeah. So what? Then that's moving. Yeah. That's it. We're making a whole story by I'm going to work, but this is very important because otherwise I don't have money and all that. It's so important. All those stories seems the most important of all day. And it's just a dream. Amazing. But you can't say that to yourself. Oh, it's just a dream. Because when you're in that dream and it's very convincing that it feels real, then it's, of course, it feels real. And only saying that to yourself is just a new concept. Mm. So this doesn't really move at all. No, it doesn't move. No, it is. Yeah, yeah, that's it. It's not from here to there. What we were always going from here to there. That's distance from. I'm now like this, and before I was like that, but now I'm like this. It's so normal to talk about that. It's not wrong. It's just that, but it's a dream. It's a story. There are no improvements. That's a story. That's confirming that can be improving. No, there's no improvement because it's already complete. It's like it is. It's as it is. That's it. It has nothing to do with feeling good or nice or relaxed. It has nothing to do with that. I was so convinced in that being relaxed. There's nothing to do with that. Oh, what is that? It hasn't. How do you say that? It has not to do with anything. You can't say, oh, it's about this or about that. No, nothing, because it's what it is. That's it. Yeah. It's very simple, but whoa, we're so used to abstract everything, and that's so the normal way that it's like, that's that whole brain is trained in that. So it can't even hear that simplicity. Yeah, it's like that. Hmm. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't mean it's not like that. Then there are a lot of thoughts and abstracting. Yeah, then that's what's going on. That's also not wrong or right. It's what it is. A lot of thoughts. Yeah, can be like that.
Hey, Rose.
Hey, hi.
It's like the delete button is constantly pressed. You know this? When you talk, it's just delete, 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 delete.
Yeah, it's delete button.
It's
That, oh
constantly
no, it's
on.
delete. That, oh no, it's delete. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Yeah, that's it. Oh, that's a good example. Yeah.
It's so.
Oh my God. Yeah. And then finally, oh, it's all crashing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And when you talk about you never get it, and there's this in a way, who shall get it? Yeah, in a way, it's I don't know where you say thoughts just appears in the space or whatever, but these thoughts, sometimes it seems that they come from a center, and they are really important, and yeah, and
yeah, that can feel like that, or if you believe that. Yeah, sure.
yeah, and yeah, and then it's just wonderful when delete is on.
Oh, and it's not only delete, it's also sometimes it's not, there can be a lot of thoughts and it feels like important, and then suddenly like, oh, is it? Something like that. It comes like that. I don't know, you can't do that, but something like, oh, I don't know if it's that, something like that. So it can be, in that sense, a little bit delete, something like that.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah. It is this from going. It is very important and serious. And 2 minutes after, what was it? In a way, yeah. And this is just when it goes on, it can be, I want to get rid of it in a way, and then there can be I don't know how to express it. This I know that 2 minutes after it can be different,
Yeah.
and it's not that I know, but yeah.
Mm.
It's
Yeah,
just
yeah. It's suddenly it's clear that it's some, oh, and then it's, you don't even, sometimes you don't even remember what was going on.
no,
It's yeah.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly, yeah.
There can be a fight, and then, oh, you're really in it, and then after, where was the fight about? I don't really remember.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
seems so important at that moment. Yeah.
yeah.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah.
There's really something, I don't know how to put it, but there's already no one. It is really a good one in this.
A good one. I don't.
Yeah,
How do you mean?
yeah, there's already no one. I can believe I'm sitting here, I'm sitting on a chair, and so on. But there's already no one doing this, and it can seem in a way like a concept in this way, and at the same time, when you can say you talk and it comes from nothing, it goes, I hear with the body, or I hear with, I don't know what I hear with.
Yeah.
It is just heard that there's something going on which I can't conceptualize, or I can't just say yes, 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 or whatever.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. I hear you. Yeah, I can understand what you mean. Yeah. Yeah. You can't. So it's so. How can you say it? It's more that talking here. It's just talking in this meeting. When I'm not in these meetings, I don't know, even talk about it. A lot of times I don't know what to say.
yeah,
So yeah, it's so. Yeah. How can you say this? Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Mm. And somewhere it's recognized. It's like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, can be. I know.
yeah,
Mm. Yeah.
yeah. It's
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks. There's another chat. Before you go off on break, I've heard you say in a few recent talks that it's all innocence. Wow, yeah. Are you able to elaborate on that, please? Thank you. Yeah, there's only innocence. There's no one, and there's no time. So there's no before, there's no after. That we are so into guilt because you said that I feel awful, so there's a guilt or something like that. There's no time, but there's also no one. When there's no one, there's only innocence. That's what's being said. It's just going like that. It's not said by Roes or by anyone else. Also not by anyone else. There's no anyone else. There's talking. There's saying something, and that can be pain. There can be pain, yeah, but it's not because of that talking. There can be pain, yeah. That's it. So there's only innocence. There's no one doing something wrong. You can't do anything wrong. You can't do anything wrong. That's amazing. We are so into this is right or wrong, or this is guilt and you're responsible, or all that. And then suddenly there's only innocence. There's nothing wrong or right. It's what it is. That's it. There's nothing coming back to you or all that. Or you have to work on that. All that. Cool. Yeah. When there's no one, there's only innocence. Doesn't mean that somebody is talking to me and I'm saying, oh, but I'm innocent. That's something else. That using that as a concept. So you can't use it. You can't use anything. It's what's coming. There's no one controlling anything, but that's already the case. We're thinking we're controlling, but that's the dream and the belief that I'm here and I'm doing that and I'm able to do that with my thoughts. Thoughts happen. They come or they don't come. Remembering, or you have to remember that you have to take care of me. Yeah, when it doesn't come, yeah, what to do? It's not coming. It's not about guilt or think that no, you can't do anything about it because it's coming or not, something like that. In that sense, there's innocence. It's what's happening. Doesn't mean it's nice or nice circumstances or I don't know. I don't know. You don't know. Nobody knows. And then and the one who is hurting us is innocent too, no matter what arises, just what is happening. There's no one hurting me. There can be pain. That's what can happen. Yeah. And maybe there's a response that can also happen. I don't know. That's what goes on by itself. Doesn't mean you sit there and say, oh, everything is all right. Just say what you want to say. It's okay. No. The can be response, what are you talking about? I don't know. Anything can come out. It's just normal in that sense. It's not holy. Mm. The guilt is a construct. Responsibility is a construct. It's abstracting what's going on and making rules of what should be, because that feels safe. And then maybe if everybody listened to your rules about you should take care of me and what I need, and I tell you what I need, so you have to take care of me and all that, all responsibility things and parents and children and all that. There's so many rules about how you should behave in a certain way, and you do the wrong thing. You can't do it always right. So there's always a lot of things going on, like I'm responsible or guilt or hurting somebody. You're hurting me. No, there's no hurting me. There's no me. Can be pain, yeah, that's it. And there can be anything. Saying something. There can be anger also. Yeah. Just it's normal. This is not a special way. It's not different as what already is going. The only thing what's missing is that on top of what's going on, there's somebody looking at yourself or the other one or whatever, and then thinking like, oh, this is wrong. You should that do differently, or I should that do different, or all that. That's the only thing that's not happening anymore. The rest is just going already. That's already going. That's what I'm saying. It's already complete. There can be anger and saying things. Yeah, just like that. That's not different as anyone else. Oh, there are a lot of what. And there. Oh, okay. Can do. Wait. I have to. Wait. Where was it? And there can be getting help to communicate. There can be going to someone and saying, I want to communicate better. That can be happening. But it's in the story, and there's something going on. The way I'm doing it, it's not right, and I could do it better. That's strong. It's not wrong to think that or to do that, but it's very convincing that there's something not right, because that's feeling like we are so into perfection, and then the communication can be much better, and when I do that, it would be more comfortable and all that. That the way that communication is it. Doesn't mean it's good or nice or working or so. It's what it is. It's so convincing that it should be better. But when there's going to someone, but it's not. There seems to be then maybe somebody is going to help me, but that's the story. There's the sitting, then that's it. There's sitting with another body, then that's what's happening. And the whole story about helping for communication, that's the dream. We are so living in that dream about what should be going, and I can learn you something. And they're sitting. The only thing what's happening is sitting and talking, maybe. It's very simple, but that dream seems very real. Wait, that's oh wait, there's something. I'm a crown prosecutor, and even prosecuting crimes is not wrong, even if the crimes are not wrong. I tried to change job, but it didn't work out. Oh wow, yeah. It seems like, oh my God, what am I doing? Well, then that's what's going on. That it's not, nothing is wrong. Then that circumstances are like that, or jobs like that can be like that. But it's that when there's talking, and there can be a talking like, oh no, you should do that and all that. But yeah, then that's what's going on. Maybe the belief in that is not that strong anymore. That can happen. And I don't know what's going on. When that work is going on, then that work is going on. And maybe the belief in that can change. I don't know. It's not saying that, because when you look at it and that what we try is like, oh, this is my job and it's about crimes or all that. And then, oh, maybe I should see it differently. No, it's not about that. The way that's going, it's going. It's not a different way of looking at things that makes it into something. Like it's better to look at it in that way, or there's no one. So seeing that in that man, or there's no one, that makes it complicated. It's just going. And when they're saying, oh, you shouldn't do that, that's what's coming out. Yeah, it can be. Or what, I don't know the job, but so it's not about changing. This is about what's happening, is it? And that whole dream about trying to make things happen and this is right and wrong and looking at it, it's a dream. But it's so convincing. That's how it goes. Oh, there's a mark. How do you say that? Question mark. I don't understand it, maybe. I don't know. And somebody saying, I'm just laying and listening. Yeah, can be like that. It's not, crimes are not wrong. They are what's happening. That's, but maybe you don't say that in your job. You can't say that. Oh, but it's just what's happening. Oh. No, I'm when I'm talking with friends and we're talking about mothers, and I'm like, oh, how awful that she does, and just talk like that, and then after 5 minutes, it's just completely forgotten, and there's something else going on. It's empty. It's just going like that. Just words and emotions, maybe. Yeah. There's no right way or wrong way to behave. It's what's happening. We always think we should change. No, you can't. You can't. You don't need to, because that what's going on is it. Exactly how it's going on. That's the freedom. There's somebody in the waiting room, John?
Ik had weer geen connectie.
Okay. And that can be strange to hear. There's no story. What we do is only living in the story of what's going on and what I should do or not do, or what I am or what I'm not doing, or all that, or what's going on in the world, or all. It's all, the only thing there is a story about me or the world or other people or my work or all that. And then there's hearing, but there's no story. The story is not important. That's my life. That's, you could think that it's like, oh my God, what is that? Because that's the only thing I'm living in and being busy with. And then suddenly it's hearing, there's no story. What's said there? There's only what's happening without anything before or after. It's only that, sitting. Sitting, yeah. What is sitting? No story. Me is the story. It's not wrong, but that's a whole dream and seems very important. And then there's hearing suggesting there's no importance at all. Ooh. And nothing is real. Nothing is real. We're thinking that everything is real and really happening and important, or what am I doing in my job or in my house? Nothing is real. And there's only this. There's no before, no after. There's this and this. Without meaning, it's going nowhere. It's not even real. It's an appearance. Ooh. Everything is already free. Everything is already free and innocent. It's what it is. A hand, a tree, bodies, emotions, thoughts, like it is. Wow, it's right. It's kind of impossible to even imagine no importance and such freeness. Yeah, you can't imagine it. You don't need to, because it's already this. You don't need to imagine that. We think we're like, oh, but how should I do that? Or how do I? You don't need to do that. That's a new way of trying to live your life. It's already living like that. The way it's going is that. That's it already. Maybe thoughts going or moving the hands. It's that. It's that. You can't miss it. It's the only thing there is. And there's a lot of things going on. What should it be? What does she mean? And oh my God, what is? I'm still in that story. And suddenly there's a gap, like, oh, that's what you talk about. Oh yeah, of course. It's that simple, but we are so into that story. Mm.
Hello, Rose.
Hi, hello.
Recently, I'm stuck in my story to wash my house, to wash the floor, because I'm going outside of the country. And a friend of mine told me, Christiane, you have to wash your floor, to make order, because there will be a French person who will come to guard my cat. And she told me, what, you have to make order, Christiane. It's not possible to do that. And you said that nothing is real, but when I see dirt on the floor, it seems very real that it's there. The dirt, the stains, it seems real, very real. Tomorrow, if I don't wash, it will still be there.
Ah, yeah, but that's, yeah, when we live in the story, yeah, then that's like it. But it's not like when it's not, when there's nothing is real, then when I don't wash the floor, then tomorrow it will be there too. So it's something like that. But there's something else going on. Like, what is, you can't say it in how to behave or what to do with that, because it's not something.
No.
It's about loss of that feeling that everything is real. You can't explain how that is. It's that seeing dirt on the floor. It's not that it's like, oh, tomorrow it will not be there because there's no tomorrow, and then the next day there will be no dirt. No, it's
No.
that's some, no, that's, but I
What
can't
do you,
explain.
it's not real. So it's an appearance. So dirt is an appearance. Ah, you mean that if there's no me, I won't be stick to it, to the story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's more like that. And then it's seeing dirt. Of course, there can be seeing dirt or washing the floor or things like that. But in the same time, it's not real. Yeah, I can't explain that. It's just suddenly like, oh, and then it's just living that. And how can you say it? I can't even explain it or say how it is. I can't. But it's, or it's solid and real, or it's suddenly, oh, it's not. But there's nothing in between or to explain. Can suddenly be, oh, and then maybe sometimes it's also for a while and then it's gone again.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. But they're still washing floors and there's still dirt. Oh.
Yes. It's the story
Yeah.
about it. It's
Yeah.
the story perhaps about
Yeah,
it.
it's the story and a lot of beliefs about how to handle it and things like that, and
Yes,
how it
yes,
should be and all that. Yeah.
yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, a lot
Thank
of
you.
concepts and beliefs about how to that it should be clean and all that. Yeah,
Yes, yes,
doesn't mean that it's gone and then suddenly it's no. It's you can't say that. I don't know. There can be certain. It depends on also the characteristics. Then there can be a house that's even more. This is a person that is never was very clean, and then suddenly it's more and more and more. It never will be like the neighbors because they are so clean. I look at their house and I never will be like that. I can't. I don't see it. But it's even so. Yeah, it's a difference. It can be a
yes,
difference. Yeah.
yes. If the me is not there, it could be anything, but the story isn't there. And
Yeah.
yeah,
And
it's
it,
not
I don't
sticking.
care about that. It's like that, and I can't do anything else.
Yeah.
You can say you should do it more, and I can say yeah, and it doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen.
Yes, yes. I feel what
And I
you
come in
say.
another house and I think, oh my God, yeah, this is when it's really clean. It's like this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people are like that, and I'm not. But it has
Yeah.
nothing to do with the me. It's just
Yes,
characteristics.
yes. It's the style,
Yeah.
yeah, the
Yeah.
character.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody is a unique. It's everybody mind. It's unique, so
Yeah.
it's different. It's just
Yeah.
different. There's
Yeah.
nothing better or worse, but it's different. It's
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So uh, in the story, it's better and or wrong, or but when there's no me or just life happening, or it's
Now, there's not looking at yourself and thinking like I should do that more
yes,
because now that floor is not that clean as it could
yeah,
be. All
yeah,
that it's just not coming. And
yeah,
when they're suddenly like seeing, oh, it's dirt or it's not clean, then suddenly there can be, but it's so different. Everybody is different in that. But
yes,
I'm not so in that cleaning, and then it can be like, oh, I should do it. Ah, yeah, I should do it, and then completely forgetting it, and then after a few days, like, oh yeah, I was thinking I should do it. It's so
yeah,
different, and somebody else is like, I do it, and they do it. But that's just different. It's nothing better
it's
or
different.
it's just
Yes, the
different.
difference. Yeah,
Yeah.
difference. Yes,
It's only different. That's it. That's
yes,
all.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so liberty, so freedom.
Oh,
Yes,
oh,
yes. Thank
oh.
you.
Yeah, thank you. Great. Yeah. Yeah. Somebody says, "Oh, it must be clean all the time." Yeah, sometimes you can think that. Or when there's somebody coming, you think, "Oh, it should be clean when she's coming." Oh, oh, there's so many rules. Yeah.
Hi, Rose.
Hi. Hi.
Hi. I just wanted to ask if whether you're saying that the effort to, have more pleasure and less pain, if that is like ultimately unsuccessful, or whether it just doesn't mean anything.
Both, I think. It's utterly unsuccessful because it's an endless effort to try to make it in a state of never feeling pain again. It will never succeed. And the feeling that it's important to do that is because of there's a misunderstanding, but it's so embodied that there's something wrong with pain or with feeling not nice, or they're awful, they're like awful bad feelings. People say, talking about bad feelings and good feelings. There are no bad and good feelings. They're that feeling. There can be like that. There can be that, but it's not bad. It's I don't know. It's that feeling. So it's a misunderstanding, but that's so embodied and that's so covered by a lot of thinking about it should be, I want to feel better, or all that. And when that's lost, then it's what it is. And then it's not about looking at yourself. Then there's always something going on like, oh, this is nice. Oh, this is awful. I should do all that. And when that's looking at yourself, and then it's not there, or that's that being busy with it is lost, then it's that feeling, and there's nothing going on to think. There's no thinking about it, but also no escape about it. It's that feeling that goes on for a while, and then after a while, it's not even noticed when, but after a while it's going. It's not there anymore. So, but there's nothing going on about this is nice or this is awful or all that. That's lost. That's looking at it and being busy with it and naming it or feeling like, oh no, what is there again? All that. But that's that extra thing on top of it. That can be pain, of course. Yeah. But there's no, and the other thing is because when that whole system or that survival system is trying to feel better about yourself or about what yourself, that feels like, oh, there's something going on and I should do something about it. And then there's trying to make it better. But when that whole system is lost, you could say that, then there's no trying to make it better. So it's no escape. So it's full on in the way it goes. Can be subtle or stronger. Depends. Can be like, oh my God. I don't know anything. It's just normal. It's everything. It's not different than anyone else. The only thing what's lost is that the ability to look at it and being busy with it or deal with it or all that. Yeah.
Not just, it's all just happening on its own anyway. So
yeah, that's already going like that. And because we are thinking that whole dream and that whole thinking and being busy with it is really important. And that's my life and my control and all that. But it's also complication and problems because it doesn't work like you want or something like that.
yeah. Well, thank you.
And that's also it doesn't, life doesn't go the way you want. We are so into wanting free will. Life isn't interested in that. It's just going, and everybody knows in a way, but still there's some trying and going and doing things. Well, wow, and then it's a disappointment. It's going not the same. Oh no, again and all that. But it's so strong. It's so strong. And you can know it, and you still, I don't have anything to, and then still it's going on. That's even worse. Like, oh my God, I know, but I can't stop it. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's like that. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Thanks.
Sometimes you can laugh about it, and sometimes you can't laugh about it at all. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Great.
Yeah, great. Mm.
And Rose,
Yeah.
and in this, when we can't laugh about it, it isn't it. When we can laugh about it, it is it. You can know there can be this different in yeah,
Sometimes. Yeah, it can be.
yeah, and it's still this. It is what is, but there can be this.
Yeah. It's a light. It's more a light, like, oh yeah.
Yeah,
It's not that serious anymore. Yeah,
yeah,
you can say that in the
yeah,
sense.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
But it's not better than, because it can be subtle, like feeling like, oh, when you laugh about it, it feels better than when you can't laugh about it. So that's can be something. I don't know, but I can hear you what you say. Then when you laugh about it's like it's not that serious. It's like, oh my God, what is going on again? Yeah.
yeah. Exactly, exactly.
Mm.
It is this also to have this conviction about love is only to feel good, and it's not.
Yeah.
And it's really a strange thing in a way. This running after feeling good,
Yeah.
and most of the time it's just neutral, or it's feeling what you often say, pain or confusion or whatever, and it's strange. It's just can go into this. No, it have to be, and it's
Yeah.
in a way laughable, and when you are stuck into it, not laughable at all.
No, that's it. Wow.
Yeah,
No.
yeah, yeah,
Mm. Yeah.
yeah.
Mm. Yeah. And then somebody saying, and it seems to be repeating itself over and over. Yeah, it can be repeating. And sometimes it can be a seeing or knowing, but that's, in a way, it's superficial because it's not lived, and then it's so strong, and there can be a seeing, but still it goes on because it's so embodied and so strong, and in sometimes some issues can be also very strong, sometimes in relations or with money, or everybody has something else, of course, can be very, then you see it with somebody else and you say, why don't you bother so much, and then you're into a relation and then it's going. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Oh, it's time. Oh, it's time. Then there's no time, and it's time, and there's just this. There's only this. That's it, and it's already happening. It cannot be not this. It's everything. So it doesn't matter what it is. That's the amazing freedom of it. It can't be not it. You can't miss it. It can't be, it's this. it's what's happening. And it's not happening to you, but when there's a feeling, oh, but yeah, definitely it's happening to me, then that's what's going on. That's what's happening. It's not wrong. Then there can be really a belief in that, or not saying it's not a belief. Then they're saying it's not a belief, and then it's like the truth. And no, it's like that. There's no discussion about anything. When that's really like that, that's felt like that, then that's it. This is not knowing it better. There's no knowing. It's only a describing and a suggesting that it's like this. It's this, and then there's no one. And then everything is an appearance and it's not real. It's not about a new belief or you should behave in a certain way. There are no rules. That's the freedom. There are no rules because it's already complete. So there's no need for rules. And when there seems to be rules, then that's what's going on. So what? Nothing is wrong or nothing is right. It's what it is. So the moving is already that, or the sitting or the closing the computer is it. That's it. And it has nothing to do with nice or no pain or no anger anymore. It's everything. It's everything. So that's the freedom. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my God. Thank you. Thank you all. I'm gonna get hearts. Why I do the stop the recording. Oh.